Tiny here from Outway Adventures. I ain't gonna lie, I've already opened this box, but my GoPro just don't like me for whatever reason, and it keeps on recording 1 minute at a time. So I'm gonna look through it here, show y'all what I got. I got this box here from HookedUp on a YouTube channel there. He did a giveaway. He does give away every little piece, and really good channel, really good content. A lot of fishing videos. It's 99.99% of what he has. Definitely go check him out if you hadn't yet. Again, it's HookedUp on the YouTube there. And we're going to open this up here and see what we got. Maybe. If I can figure out how to open it. Should have seen the other videos when I actually took my knife and kind of broke into the box and tore it open and all kinds of stuff. I hate y'all didn't get to see that because that was different. So we're going to look at the first thing we got here in the box. And Richie over at HookedUp, he did this monster tackle box giveaway. And not only did he do that, which he didn't have to do, we appreciate him doing it. He does great giveaways all the time, like I said. But he added in stuff above and beyond what was in this tackle box. And tackle boxes are sweet enough as it is. So he added in some of his own stuff, and this is one of them. It's made by 6 Cents Custom Lure Company, and it's called the Divine. It is a swim bait. It is in a black light's the color of it. And it is black and purple. It's black with some purple accents. Really nice. Got a little green eye to it. Hopefully y'all can see it in the color here. But it's a really, really nice little bait there. He also threw this in, which is something I ain't never seen before. It's called the Booyah Prank. It is a popper with a lip. So I've never thrown a popper with a lip. Looking forward to it though. It's in a bone color. Actually, it's a bone shiner. So I don't know what the shiner part is unless it's where it's got a little piece of red on it or something. Maybe a black dot right there. But that's a really nice, really cool thing. He also threw in this red eye shad. And guys, if y'all ain't never fished a lipless crankbait in the red and black pattern, then you probably ain't done a whole lot of artificial fishing. That's some of the best fishing I've ever done. Fish just love these things. Around here in the mountains, in the springtime, they're tough to beat. The other thing I think he added in here was this Rebel Poppin' Frog. And, I mean, we all know pop R's are good. The Poppin' Frog I actually like because it's got the slim profile. As you can see here, it's kind of slim compared to my big old thumb. I really like it. Now, this monster box was the Jason Christie takeover box. Yeah, Jason, that's his name. So, one of my favorite things that was in here is this Spook Junior. And it's in a pearl color, or bone color. As you can see, bone's a big color in fishing. The Spooks are great lures. These Spook Juniors are perfect size for the smallmouth. Just working that thing on top of the water gets a lot of action without actually going anywhere. You know, it basically stays right there in the same spot, just back and forth, back and forth. So I really like those. This right here is a classic to me. I cut my teeth, so to speak, on throwing cotton cordales over here in the river. Throwing them, using the crawdad color, and throwing them for bass. But last year I used this over on the North Fork of the Holston River and caught trout off from it galore. I mean, the trout just love these things. These things say they're a medium driver. I don't know about all that. I'd say that they're probably 3 foot is about all I got out of them. There's in a little bit of current. That's about what I got. But this color, I really like this color I used last year. It's a pearl. Got the red eye. 2 black spots on top. I really like it. This one's coming loose. Actually, it was loose in the box when I grabbed a hold of it the first time. And it is the Hard Knocker from Booyah. And this got the nice pearl color. Got a black head to it with red eyes and a red bloody bottom. Really like it. May be a little much though in the river as far as getting hung up, but in the lakes it's going to do great. Now these Rattling Rogues from Smithwick, where's it at on here? It's up here in the very top. I've done really good on striped bass and hybrids and whatnot. I hadn't caught a lot of smallmouth off from them. But the thing about these rogues, this is floating lure. Most of them don't make that much racket. And these rattling rogues, they got it down pat when it comes to making racket. And then the Booyah blade. Let's see what it says about the Booyah blade. Everyone has experienced the frustration of cheap spinner baits, bent wires, lost blades, and worst of all, lost fish due to inferior components. That's true. Now, I've caught a lot of fish off them cheap spinner baits, but this right here always fails on me eventually. I have to try to bend it back with a pair of pliers. So hopefully this Booyah will do a little piece better than that. One of my favorite colors is the white. I like chartreuse as well. Here we got some hooks, some Diachi, we'll call them maybe. 2/0, perfect size, offset wide gap. I usually like an extra wide gap, but sometimes I like just a regular wide gap, especially in grass or something. Don't seem to catch it as bad, so definitely be using them. Now these I've used before. They're the Christy Crawl. They're a pitching bait, and these are the Black Blue SHDW, maybe Showdown, but they are basically black on one side and electric blue on the other. Now some of them the color bleeds over a little bit over halfway, which I actually like that, but they're really good. They're kind of thick. I like the claws that they're paddle like, really do good. And then the Young Dinger. Now these are the 5-inch dingers. One of the, probably the second soft plastic bait I ever threw in my life was a Young Dinger. The first one was actually a Zoom finesse worm, and I caught fish off both of them. Kind of got me into it and got me hooked. But these do really good. Green pumpkin. That is the color of choice around here, basically year round. Summertime, you definitely gonna be green pumpkin. Sometimes in the spring you throw a few different colors, it'll catch as many or more. But you can't go wrong with green pumpkin at any time. And I reckon that's about it. There's a thing here in the bottom. Monster bass, my personal best. Set a goal for catching a monster bass. Well, I think that some of these lures right here can catch monster bass. They can catch some smaller ones too, but I think they're definitely setting you up for success if you could use these. There's days when some of these baits are going to be tough to beat. So I really, really like that. And I really appreciate him doing that over there. That's like I said, that's something he does every so often. He gives back, and he likes to give a lot of giveaways away. I think he's got one going right now for a couple of fishing reels. You know, that's just the type of guy he is. So again, if you hadn't checked him out, it's HookedUp YouTube channel, and you can also find them on social media. I think he mentioned it in one of the videos, so I don't feel like I'm betraying him by saying this. HookedUp in Virginia Highlands. Him and Virginia Highlands Outdoors has a Facebook page together, and they post a lot of stuff that's happening here in Virginia Highlands, which is the mountains of Southwest Virginia and bleeding over into Northeast Tennessee. So they keep us informed on the fish that are biting, and some nice articles, and even the local trout stocking information. So if you get a chance, check them out over there, but definitely check out HookedUp's YouTube.